It's a Spotify podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to Loopwired Daily. Plain and simple, I owe you guys an apology. Lately I've received some feedback, not from people who hate the show, but not from trolls, not from strangers on the internet, but people that support me. And people who have listened day after day, and the feedback was simple. You seem angry. You seem aggressive. You've been cussing a lot, and they didn't want to watch my show because I was cussing, and it feels like I'm carrying something, on my shoulders. And the truth is, you're right. So today I wanted to just get and I'm losing people because of it, and I'm seeing it, and I want to do something that I should have done sooner. And to be honest with you guys, by sitting here talking to you and getting this stuff off my chest and being able to, I'm hurt. I mean, that's the bottom line. I'm just getting hurt. And I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying not to be upset. I'm trying not to let it out on film, to be honest with you. And thank you for the feedback. Put it in the comments. I mean, without you guys out there, I wouldn't have anything. Because the only way I'm going to heal is to basically tell everybody the truth. And the truth is over the last few years, I've been carrying a tremendous amount of pain. Pain has changed me. I mean, it's changed me bad. Sometimes for the better, but most of the time for the worse right now. And I'm getting better. And I'm trying to be completely honest. I'm still having problems at night. I still have problems at between 10 and 2 a.m. That's why I don't go to sleep at night. I still have PTSD. I'm still fighting through every single thing that I went through. And I went through things that people normally don't go through in their lives. I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, one, thank you for sticking with me if you're seeing this. And two, it's hard. I mean, it's hard. I've lost everything. And I'm slowly gaining that back. And through the frustration and the anger and the hurt and everything else, I am trying to build this show. And I probably did it too quick, to be honest with you, because I'm still suffering from all the trauma and I'm suffering from the pain, but it's going to get better. And, most people meet people, I guess, after the storm, and you guys are getting to see me during the storm, and you're seeing me right after I got out, and, it's tough. It's very, very tough. So if you've ever had your life ripped apart, pain doesn't stay neatly organized. It leaks. It shows up in conversations. It shows up in decisions. It shows up in relationships. And sometimes it shows up in a microphone. The reality is that there were days I sat down to record these episodes carrying anger that I hadn't fully processed. Matter of fact, most of the ones in the beginning, I didn't. It's hard. Anger is about losing years of my life. I've had anger about watching everything I built collapse. Anger about being misunderstood. Anger about feeling powerless. Anger about waking up in a reality I never imagined myself. And instead of always transforming that pain into something useful, sometimes I simply broadcast it on this microphone through this podcast. And for that, I am very sorry, because that's not why I started this. I didn't start Resilience Radio so people could watch watch me bleed out. I started it because I wanted people to know they weren't alone. There's somebody else out there that's going to try to help you get through it. I wanted people to also know that resilience is real, and to know that even when life knocks you down, you can get back up. Somewhere along the way, I did forget something. That people don't tune in because they need my anger. They tune in because they need hope. And maybe the reason this feedback hit me so hard is because deep down, I already knew it. I knew there were moments where I wasn't showing the healed version of myself. I was showing the wounded version. And while wounds are real, they aren't supposed to become our identity. The truth is, I'm rebuilding right now. Not just professionally, personally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm rebuilding trust. And rebuilding isn't always pretty. Sometimes rebuilding looks like admitting you're wrong. Sometimes rebuilding looks like accountability. Sometimes rebuilding looks like standing in front of people and saying, I could have handled that a hell of a lot better. So that's what I'm doing today. Not because I'm perfect. Not because I'm suddenly figured everything out, because I sure as hell haven't. But because growth requires honesty. And if I expect my listeners to grow, I have to be willing to grow as well. The last few years have taught me something. You can survive having your life turned upside down. And you can survive betrayal. You can survive fear. You can survive uncertainty. But surviving isn't the same thing as healing. Healing requires intention, reflection, forgiveness. Sometimes it's forgiveness of others, and then sometimes forgiveness of yourself. And that's the journey I'm on right now. I don't want Loopwired Daily to be a place that people come to see bitterness. I want it to be a place where people come for strength. And I don't want this platform to be about what happens to me. I want it to be about what to do next. Because that's where life is lived. Not in the past, not in the pain, not in the anger. In the next step. And if you stuck with me through all of this, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for holding me accountable. Because that's who I want to be. The truth is, I'm still learning. I'm healing. I'm growing. But I promise you this. I'm committed to becoming better. Not just for me, for my children, for my family, for my audience, for every person who presses play hoping to hear something that helps them keep going. The thing is that the thing that almost destroyed me is teaching me something. It's teaching me that strength isn't found in anger. Strength is found in what you build after the anger. And I'm every day, getting just a little bit better. I mean, I look forward to talking to you guys. I look forward to getting on this podcast. I look forward to researching, other people that have made it, that have struggled. And it helps me. It helps me get through the day. And I hope you'll continue that journey with me. My name is Leroy Nellis. This is Loopwired Daily. And today, I simply just wanted to say, I'm sorry. And thank you for watching. God bless. And good night.
push me down, thought I'd stay on the ground, counting me out like the numbers didn't matter. But pressure builds diamonds in the dark, and I've been sharpening my edge in the chatter. Every scar turned into strategy, every setback fueled my clarity. I took the hits, learned the game, turned my losses into flame. Now I'm coming back strong and you'll remember my name. I'm rising through the fire.